Okay guys, we're going to be looking at oil this morning. I'll be going to market pretty much soon. Now I've already put this down into the Discord group. Now the way this works, very simple. These videos are for consistency and backing up something that I've already said. Now in the Discord, if you go on the Bulls and Bears, the guys talk about what they're up to. But little Maxwell here, Baldy Locks, was a bit stuck with fibs and he struggled to place his weekly. Well, I've done that for him. And that gets put into the Tracker Plus for the Plus guys. What happens here is not only will I tell them what I'm doing, I'll show them how it's done as well. So in this particular video here, I've marked the whole video up, told them what the scores are and whether it's good, bad or indifferent, etc. Now, for those who don't catch the video, every day I do this as well. So the strengths go in very early morning so they can see what they're up to. Keep an eye of the trades that I'm tracking as well, which is here. That one was actually complete. I'll put a news update. Now all members of the squad, whether you just tip right the way through, get to see this as it's made. Otherwise it goes public at about 10:15. And then we follow the trades through. So you can see it here. But if you want to see it in video format, we also track them here. So you can ask me anything you want. I'll break it, I'll tell it, and then I'll track it through the day till it's ready to trade. Well, this one it's oil. It's telling me it's going to be a buying market. So I've worked all of this matrix out. Now, again, if you're a sort of one of the guys in the squad, you get hold of this sort of matrix that'll work out the direction for you, but you need to know how to work the charts as well. But it's telling me it's extended, it's F, so it's quite dangerous. So therefore, I'm expecting a pullback into the market. And when it goes, probably for the next hour, I've got about a 9 pip target, okay? So if I've got a 9 pip target, there's a couple of things I need to look at first. First of all, I need to know if I can fit 9 pips into the zone I'm in. Well, I'm trading from that line to that line. That's the arena that I'm working in. Now, if that's the case, I've kind of got plenty of room to work with. Okay, so that bit's easy. Now, if I drop it out to the hourly, we can see what's going on. So what we've had, it's gone into a range. It hasn't gone down to the bottom of the range. It's come to the top. And it looks like it's breaking. Well, if that's the case, why is it breaking? Well, step it out again. It's because of that. It's pulling itself against this move here. So for those in the squad, they'll know what I'm about to say. This is a classic Kylie formation. Now, if that's the case, as long as it doesn't make a low and it doesn't make a high, it will run to the midpoint. So that's what we're looking at. Now, it's a 4-hour chart, so it'll take some time for it to do it. But if that's the case, we have a dominance to the upper side. But lads, with most things, we can also see it's been range bound right through. And you can kind of see it, but it's slowly stepping up. Okay. If I drop this back to 4 hours a second, you'll see there. Hasn't gone up aggressively, it's grinding up. So you've got to be a bit careful with this thing. Right, okay. So if it's pulling back against itself, well, at the minute it's pulling back against this particular candle. So what I'm going to do is I want to look at that. And I'm going to put some entry exits on. I'm also keeping an eye on my momentum meter. It hasn't quite gone extreme yet, so we do have an opportunity. Take that back up to there. Run this down into that line. So now I've got a good area that I can work with running down on itself. 15 minutes. Let's have a quick look at that. See if I like it. Well, I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow the price into these. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably just about there. I'm going to put an order in. stick it in initially for the 9 pips. Just put a 9 pip order in. There we are. Which will run it onto roughly the tops of here. Right, we're into market. Okay, now I've got that. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to look to buy into this move to come back to that 9 pip. All right. That's my plan. I expect it to move against me. And I want to capitalize on that movement by getting orders in. But it's also got high volatility because it's early morning. I don't want to be left behind either. I know exactly where I'm getting out before people start kicking off with that one. You know, you've got a swing point way down here. You've got a protection, so I can keep an eye on that. I did put a thing in yesterday about using Dolshins. It's a very quick and easy way to work a stop out if you can't see it physically. And why not? Just adjust the setting. Again, you had people kicking off about it, but it's just a tool. Use it for what it is. For all these that were saying, oh, that's a liquidity sweep and all this and it's in its path. Just crack on. Just crack on. You know, because if you put your order stop underneath that, which is what you're supposed to do in the guru world, well, is that not a liquidity sweep? It's the base of that little range there. It's all subjective, guys. Put it somewhere safe, out of the noise, and as long as you can afford it, it's a good stop. Well, that's what that barrier and sweeping point there is. It's a good stop. Okay? You've got a little bit of a chink in the armor here, so it'll test, and if it tests that, you're fecked. All right? That's the way to look at it. Target, well, it's extended. I'm not expecting it to blast through. And if it does, I'm expecting it to bounce back. So what's the common sense? The top of the range you're looking in. So 9 pips is about right. Get in, do it for the hour, and then reset at 10 o'clock. This job ain't difficult, guys. It really isn't. So let's play this one out. Okay, guys, this is playing out pretty much the way that I want it to. It's already cashed out some of the trailers going backwards. Now, as I said at the beginning of this video, what I'll be looking to do is capitalize on the move going backwards. In other words, I want to stage into it, and then I'll try and catch the surge going forward. Well, at this moment in time, let me just check something. So we've got 162 running. The tickets are out, and we've pulled 162 in. So that's all being done here. Now let's look at the little markers that I put in. Look where it's stalled. It's stalled on each one of them. Boom, boom, boom. So they were correct. This is now on what's called a trailing stop. So my stop is being pulled in, which is there. and I'm just going to let it run up here. But the trade's done now. The money's bagged, and we're just going to let that one run. Well, we'll just see how far it runs. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do, just to ensure that we've got some money, that's locked in at 47.50. Now, bearing in mind, one of my rules is 200 quid. So that puts that above £200 for the day. Let me just show you something. So one of my rules is there. When I hit 200 quid, 2 wins, stop for the day. So that means I've locked in what I require. I can't lose. So whatever happens, I'll have over £200 for the day. And I'm just going to let that run. Why am I using 2 different scenarios? Well, it's very simple. We set the first one up, which is GoldenEye, which is what we've just gone into. It's gone into a bit of madness, but it also had a proper Kylie, a good Kylie, on the 4 hours. So I had multiple trade ideas inside one package. So I'm just taking the best of all of it. Why not? That's what trading's all about. Trading is about working the chart. And as I was saying earlier on about stops and things like that, it's all subjective. You know, if you think you're looking for X marks the spot or the fair value gap, as you hear all the time, just crack on. If it works for you, brilliant. Don't matter. This works for me. And not only does it work for me, it's bloody consistent. And it's consistent over and over. And the guys in the squad are saying it. But what isn't consistent is you. Now, this one's going to be a bit of pill to swallow, and I'll bang this drum all the time. Trading is about looking for seriously good setups, and they come once or twice a day. That's it. But if you're trying to go at this hammer and tongs, trade after trade after trade, you'll only ever spin wheels. So get in, get paid, and be done. I did it this morning. Let me just quickly show you something. Cash builder. You've been watching me build this thing. Again, this morning. Here it is. Little trades running in. What I do is I break that position up so that it's got a couple of little runners on it. But again, their target was done by 8 o'clock and it's building up. It's grown 28% in the last 16 days and it hasn't lost in them 16 days. It's a winning streak right through. And again, that's looking for a singular setup over and over. Now that singular setup, let me just put that in fully so you can see it. There you are. Is based on a 10 pip win minimum. Say minimum because you want as much as you can. As soon as I've done more than what the day is, so in this case it's 130, it's not a lot. But the principle is all of these add up. Now you can see the position size is starting to grow, which means it'll naturally push up the profit side. This is how you trade, guys. If you've only got small, humble beginnings, you trade humble. But you continue to trade humble. But as those small gains add up into something meaningful, then doing the exact same thing means the profits are meaningful. But if you go at the charts over and over and over, try and overexpose the charts. In other words, rank your leverage up. So put your position size way too high to what it can take. It just explodes. But if you do one good trade a day, just one, the results speak for themselves. There you go. So there you go, Baldy Locks. That was for you and the guys in the squad. Again, I did the breakdown for you. I told you exactly what I was going to be doing. You know, I was looking to buy this. I knew it was extended, so therefore I had to capitalize on the relaxation. But it also had a couple of other elements in play that made certain that it was going to be a good trade. And that's it. So there you go. If you're stuck, I'm easy found. See you all in the next one.